What's up, guys? Degenelytics here. I want to give a quick walkthrough on how to kind of read and understand these MLB cheat sheets you can get on wap.com/degenylytics or patreon.com/degenylytics. So on the first page, I'm giving you league averages here because these are kind of non-standard stats that probably aren't going to make a whole lot of sense to you guys right off the bat. So these are just the league averages for ISO, Sierra, K percentage, the hard hit HHB, PER, whatever. That's hard hit ball percentage. So what percent of the balls hit are over 95 miles per hour exit velocity. The average exit velocity on a batted ball is 82 miles per hour. WOBA, and then my new stat, EX total bases, which is what we talked a little bit about earlier this week. Only accounting for extra base hits, singles, and evaluated by plate appearances. So that's only helpful when we're betting on total bases. I'm also giving the full kind of rankings for what I call the true K percentage, which is essentially what percentage of outs recorded are from the strikeout. So traditional K percentage looks at like at bats, what percentage of the at bats and then a strikeout. I feel like the number of outs recorded or the percentage of outs recorded as a strikeout is more helpful to us for gambling terms because there's going to be 3 outs recorded in an inning. We don't necessarily know how many at bats there are going to be, right? I'm also giving just the ranking here of my offensive power rankings, which are accounting for that team's Sierra, WOBA, and run scored. So top to bottom is how I have the offense is kind of ranked from last season. This is taking into account all of last season for a couple weeks, so we have a couple weeks worth of data. So let's jump into the actual sheets here. Here's a sheet for Yankees Giants. Along the top here, we're seeing that each team's offensive kind of breakdowns versus right-handed pitchers or left-handed pitchers. So this is telling us here that 32.6% of the Yankees outs are from the strikeout. Which ends up being about 9.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. Also giving the offensive Sierra stat. Sierra is kind of known along baseball stat nerds as the most accurate pitching stat. So my line of thinking is, why can't we also use it to evaluate offenses? So like looking at the Sierra of 3.39, we can reference back to the league averages page, see that the league average Sierra just in general is 3.31, so it's a little bit over average versus right-handed pitchers and slightly more above average versus left-handed pitchers. Also showing the WOBA, or the weighted on base average. Talked a little bit about that in my offensive stats breakdown. Kind of my favorite, just pure batting average replacement stat. And again, we can reference back and see that the league average WOBA is 319. So again, slightly above average there. Also showing you that they score an average of 3.07 runs in the first 5 innings and 0.78 runs in the first inning for first half bets and for nerfy bets. And it's kind of the same deal there for the other side of the other team. The next few tiles are specific to that starting pitcher today. So this first one here just gives you the breakdown of that pitcher across the board, regardless of what side of the plate the batter's hitting from. So showing you that Garrett Cole gives up an average of 1.91 first 5 runs just in general, an average of 0.56 runs in the very first inning. 43, almost 44% of his outs come from the strikeout, which ends up being an 11.86 strikeouts per 9 innings. And then we'll break it down a little bit further versus right-handed, left-handed pitchers. So 40% of his strikeouts versus right-handed hitters are from the strikeout, 48% against left-handed hitters, so on and so forth. And we give the Sierra for that pitcher against right-handed hitters. So seeing this 2.26 Sierra, again referencing back to the league average, that's much below the league average of 3.31, right? So we can read this as, basically any right-handed or left-handed hitter against Garrett Cole does not have that great of a matchup because his WOBA allowed and his Sierra allowed to both sides of the plate are pretty significantly under the league average. So is the hard hit ball percentage, except for against righties. That's about league average. tab here just gives you a straight game log for like their last 10-ish starts. So you can see their strikeouts, runs, home runs, so on and so forth. And then the tile down here is giving you an offensive breakdown for that team, right? So I have it sorted right now based on top to bottom of my new EXTB stat. And this will be broken down versus the right-handed or left-handed pitcher depending on who they're facing today, right? So Logan Webb is right-handed, so we're seeing the Yankees stats versus right-handed pitchers. And again, this is using all of the data from last season. Once we have a couple weeks worth of data, I am going to work in rankings, kind of like what we guys are used to for the NBA and NHL sheets. I just didn't think that really made sense to do using last season stats. But a lot of this is going to be replaced by second highest or 14th highest K percentage to right-handed pitchers. So let me know if you have any questions. I think alone just this pitcher game log is huge, because I think if you're used to betting MLB, you are one of the first thing you're doing when you're handicapping a game is Googling Garrett Cole game log, or wherever MLB.com for his game log. So at the very least, you have all of the starting pitchers game logs right in front of you. So again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be posting these up for free for at least a few days, maybe a week or two. And then wap.com/Degenelytics or patreon.com/Degenelytics for access moving forward. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you need.